Capricorn, August 9th, I'm seeing a very specific pattern here. You are holding the whole structure together, but your body is tired of being the structure. King of Pentacles. This is the part of you that pays the bill, keeps the promise, and makes the practical choice even when nobody claps for it. You are not in a fantasy cycle right now. You are in maintenance mode. You check the account, you handle the work, you keep the roof on. But there is a warning inside King of Pentacles too. If you start treating control like safety, you get rigid. You start acting like your worth is only what you produce. Don't do that. Keep the discipline. Yes. Keep the long-term plan. Yes. But don't neglect the body while you're pretending everything is fine. Seven of Swords reversed. This reversal is about the story coming apart. The workaround failed. The lie got too heavy to carry. I need to say that cleanly. Seven of Swords reversed is not subtle here. Something is exposed, or it is about to be. Maybe you got caught in a pattern you kept trying to manage quietly. Maybe you admitted what you were avoiding. Maybe you realized the version you were selling yourself was never going to hold. This is accountability returning, not punishment. Accountability, you knew this already. The part you were hiding from is now standing in the room with you, and it wants an answer, not a perform. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. It wants truth and action, not a speech, not a defense. If you have been spinning the story to keep your comfort, that stops here. If you have been calling avoidance strategy, that label is done. Seven of Swords reverse says the secret is out, or the secret is ending, because you are done protecting it. Page of Cups. This is the softest part of the spread, and it matters because you are guarded right now. Page of Cups brings a small emotional opening, a text, an apology, a weird little feeling you cannot explain yet. Something sincere comes through the noise. And you may not trust it at first because Capricorn knows how to respect what is solid and ignore what is tender. But the Page of Cups asks you to stay receptive for one more minute. Don't mock the signal just because it is gentle. Don't armor up too fast. If somebody reaches out with something real, let it land before you decide what it means. This moment feels like emotional fatigue needing practical responsibility. You are still standing. You are still functioning. But the old bypass is failing and the truth is making its way through anyway. The win here is not to become harder. The win is to stay honest while you stay stable. Pay attention to what gets exposed. Pay attention to what gets said plainly. And when the softer message comes in, receive it without turning it into a joke. Capricorn, August 9th. This is not gentle. It is practical. It is the day the mask starts slipping where money, duty, and the heart all meet. King of Pentacles, this card is about stable authority, material mastery, and dependable leadership. The King of Pentacles is showing you where you have been holding everything together by force of discipline. Bills get paid, promises get kept, the practical choice gets made even when nobody claps for it. But let me be clear, King of Pentacles can also show where you started confusing control with safety. You kept the structure, you neglected the body, you treated your own worth like a productivity report. That is the trap, not because you are weak, because you got efficient, and efficiency can turn rigid fast. Four of Cups reversed, and that matters. Four of Cups reversed is the emotional thaw. It is the moment you finally look up. I'm seeing someone who has been staring at the same stale pattern so long that boredom started pretending to be truth. You said no for months. You ignored the message. You missed the opening because you were too busy being numb and calling it discernment. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. Four of Cups reversed says the offer is here now, and you can feel it again. You answer the text, you re-enter the conversation. You stop acting like nothing can reach you. Don't lie to yourself. That withdrawal was a habit, not a prophecy. Seven of Swords reversed. Seven of Swords reversed is the truth coming out where you tried to keep the workaround alive. This is confession, exposure, accountability. The lie got heavy. The shortcut failed. The story you told to preserve comfort does not hold anymore. I need you to hear that cleanly. This card is not here to shame you. It is here to end the hiding. You got caught, or you were about to. You admitted what you were avoiding, or you finally saw the pattern for what it was. That is the real shift, not punishment, exposure. And once it is exposed, you cannot unsee it. You cannot keep calling it strategy when it is avoidance. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is the tender opening after all that pressure. It is a sincere message, a soft apology, a feeling you cannot explain yet, but you know it is real. Page of Cups asks for emotional honesty, not performance. You do not need to armor up the second you feel something. You do not need to mock your sensitivity to prove you are strong. There is a small, honest beginning here, a text, a confession, a quiet pull towards something kinder. The heart has been tapping on the door for a while. Now you either answer it or you keep pretending you did not hear it. So this for Capricorn is this: hold the structure, yes, but do not worship it. Tell the truth. Stop hiding behind usefulness. And when the emotional opening appears, respond. Not later, not after you have overthought it. Now, Capricorn, August 9th, I'm seeing the structure is still there, but the follow through is getting messy. You paid the bill, you kept the promise, you did the responsible thing, then you stalled, and the stall is costing you more than the work itself. King of Pentacles, this card is the backbone here. King of Pentacles is about stable authority, practical power, and protecting what you built. You know how to hold it together when it matters. You know how to make the practical choice. But don't turn that into a cage. Don't confuse control with safety. You can be solid without becoming rigid. Four of Cups reversed. This reversal is the emotional thaw. Four of Cups reversed is what happens when you finally look up. The message comes in and you actually answer it. The offer is there and you stop treating it like background noise. You have been sitting in a kind of emotional pause, and now the pause is breaking. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You were not empty, you were disengaged. There's a difference. This card says the numbness is lifting and something sincere is trying to reach you. Eight of Pentacles reversed. This reversal is where the blockage gets practical. Eight of Pentacles reversed is scattered effort, half-finished work, and pretending busy means productive. You keep restarting the same task. You keep touching 10 things and finishing none, because this is not about laziness. This is burnout with a mask on. You are trying to outwork the feeling instead of simplifying the load. One craft, one task. One honest pass, that is the move. Seven of Swords reversed. This reversal is the truth coming out. Seven of Swords reversed is where the workaround fails. The lie gets too expensive. The story stops holding, you get caught in the pattern, or you finally admit what you were avoiding. Don't spin it. Don't dress it up. The accountability is already here, and the more you fight it, the messier it gets. But this is not punishment. This is exposure, and exposure means the game is over. Page of Cups. This card brings the soft opening back in. Page of Cups is the sincere message, the unexpected apology, the text that lands differently than you expected. This card is not asking you to become naive. It is asking you to stay open long enough to hear what is real. There is feeling here before there is language. There is intuition before there is proof. You already sensed it. The heart knows before the mind catches up. So the moment is clear. The foundation is strong, but the avoidance is slowing everything down. The work is not to build harder. The work is to stop scattering, stop hiding, and answer what is actually in front of you. One steady choice, one honest admission, one real response. That is how Capricorn gets back in motion. Capricorn, August 9th. King of Pentacles. You kept the roof on. You paid what had to be paid. You showed up when it was inconvenient, and that mattered. But the King of Pentacles can get too tight in the grip. If you start measuring your worth by how much you carry, you will miss the point. The practical choice is still the right choice here. Keep the bill paid. Keep the promise. Protect the body, not the image. Four of Cups reversed. This is the first thaw. You looked away for a while. You went numb on purpose. Now something is landing again and you can feel it. A message, a check-in, A small offer you almost ignored. Actually, no, you did ignore it at first. That is the pattern. But the Four of Cups reverse says the apathy is breaking. Answer the text, pick up the call. Look up when something real is in front of you. Boredom was not the whole truth. Eight of Pentacles reversed. The work has been scattered. Too many tabs open. Too many starts, not enough finish. You have been busy but not clean. That is burnout talking. This card is showing half-finished tasks, repeated restarts, and effort going sideways because the mind is tired. Simplify. Pick one thing, one craft, one task. Stop trying to prove discipline by exhausting yourself. Rest first, then refine. Motion is not mastery. The Star, hold on. This is the healing moment inside the mess, not dramatic healing, not performative healing. Real healing, quiet healing. The kind where you finally stop forcing the pace and let the nervous system come down. You may need a walk. You may need to cry and not fix it right away. The Star says the long view is still intact. Your future is not ruined because this week was heavy. Trust the cleaner path. Trust what restores you, even if it looks small. Seven of Swords reversed. The hiding is over. The workaround failed. The story you were telling yourself does not hold up anymore. This card is about truth surfacing, and it can feel uncomfortable because the exposure is real. But the exposure is not the punishment. It is the correction. You know where you slipped? You know what you avoided. Say it plainly, own the pattern. Stop protecting the lie just because it was familiar. Page of Cups, and here comes the soft part, a sincere message and apology. A feeling you cannot fully explain yet, but you know it is real. The Page of Cups does not ask you to be hardened. It asks you to stay open long enough to receive what is genuine. Don't mock the sensitivity. Don't brush off the sign because it seems too small. Let it be tender. Let it be new. This is what comes after the truth. Not punishment, not shot down, a real emotional opening. So the moment is simple. Truth surfaced. Burnout got named the hiding lost power. Now you can heal without pretending and feel without collapsing. Keep the practical structure, but answer what is real. Capricorn, August 9th. This is where the truth stops circling and lands in the room. You can feel it in the body first. Tight jaw, delayed replies, the little pause before you answer the message you already saw. King of Pentacles. This card is about stable authority, practical power, and keeping your life together without making a show of it. King of Pentacles says pay the bill, keep the promise, and make the choice that still works next month. You already knew that. The problem is not lack of strength. It is when strength turns into control and control starts pretending it is safety. Four of Cups reversed. This reversal is the emotional thaw. Four of Cups reverse says you are looking up again. You are finally noticing what has been offered. Maybe you answered late. Maybe you stopped ignoring the text. Maybe you said yes after months of no. Actually, no, it is bigger than that. It is the moment you stop calling numbness peace. The feeling is back online. Eight of Pentacles reversed. This reversal is burnout and scattered effort. Eight of Pentacles reversed shows half finished tasks, restarting the same thing and calling it progress. Because this is where Capricorn gets tested. You can grind yourself into dust and still not move the needle. The card says simplify the workload. Pick one thing. Stop polishing 10 projects to avoid one truth. The Star, this is the healing moment. The Star does not rush, it restores. It asks for a quieter pace, a cleaner nervous system, and a little faith in the long view. I'm seeing someone taking a walk with no phone in hand. Someone crying in the car and not fixing it. Someone choosing the healthier path, even though it is less dramatic. The Star says healing is not a performance. It is participation. Three of Cups reversed. The Star points to social imbalance, a fake support, and the kind of company that leaves you emptier after the hangout. Three of Cups reverse says stop forcing belonging. Stop going out just so you do not sit with yourself. Stop smiling through resentment. One group chat feels cold. One friendship feels draining. The fix is not more noise. The fix is better people. Seven of Swords reversed. This reversal is exposure. Seven of Swords reverse says the workaround failed. The lie got too heavy. The pattern got seen, maybe by someone else. Maybe by you, finally. You know that's not true. This card is about accountability returning. It is about admitting what you were avoiding and dropping the story that made it easier to stay stuck. Page of Cups. This card brings the soft new beginning after the exposure. Page of Cups is the heartfelt text, the unexpected apology, the feeling that arrives before you can explain it. Let me rephrase that. Page of Cups is your permission to stay open without mocking yourself for it. The intuition is subtle, but it is honest. Follow the small, sincere signal, not the fantasy, the real one. So this says this, keep the structure, drop the armor, tell the truth. Rest the part of you that has been overworking to avoid feeling. And when something genuine reaches for you, answer it. That is the turn. That is the healing. Capricorn, August 9th. This is not asking you to become softer by accident. It is asking you to become real on purpose. King of Pentacles. This card is the anchor here. King of Pentacles is about stable authority, practical power, and keeping your word when nobody is clapping. You pay the bill, you make the call. You do the thing that protects the long game, not the flashy thing, not the quick fix, the practical choice. That is where your power sits now. Four of Cups reversed. This reversal matters because the emotional freeze is starting to break. Four of Cups reversed is the moment you finally look up and realize something was being offered while you were checked out. I'm seeing a response where there used to be silence. Text gets answered, a door gets opened. A feeling gets let back in. You do not need to pretend you were never numb. You just need to stop living there. Eight of Pentacles reversed. This reversal is the burnout warning. Eight of Pentacles reversed is all the half-finished work, the restarting, the busy hands with no real progress. You have been moving, but not mastering, still caught in that busy hands, tired heart pattern from you have been circling the same task to avoid the deeper feeling underneath it. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You have been using effort as camouflage. Simplify the load, pick one thing, finish one thing. Rest before you try to prove anything. The Star. This card is the clean breath after the grind. The Star is healing, but not the fake kind. Not the performative kind. The real kind. You sit down, you cry if you need to, you take the walk. You let your nervous system come back online. The Star says the long view is still intact, like the stability you already built back in this is still holding even when this week feels messy. Hope is not you forcing a smile. Hope is you staying with what is true long enough to recover. Three of Cups reversed. The Star shows the social static. Three of Cups reversed is the group chat that feels off. The invite you do not really want. The people you keep around because being alone feels louder. Don't kid yourself. If the room drains you, it is not community. It is noise. Set the boundary. Choose the person who is actually safe. Choose the company that does not make you perform your own happiness. Seven of Swords reverse. This reversal is the truth coming out of hiding. Seven of Swords reversed is the lie getting tired. The workaround fails. the excuse falls apart, the pattern gets named. You know this already. You have been carrying something you did not want to admit, and now the body of it is right there in front of you. Stop spinning it. Own it. Say what happened. Say what you did. That is where the pressure drops. Page of Cups. This card is the tender opening at the end of the moment. Page of Cups is the sincere message, the soft apology, the intuitive nudge that does not need to shout to be real. Stay open long enough to receive it. Do not mock the feeling just because it is gentle. Do not armor up because it is unfamiliar. A real beginning here is small, unpolished. And that is exactly why it works. So this closes with grounded renewal through honest connection, discipline, emotional care. Build what is real, release what is performative. Keep the structure, drop the act, okay? That's all I've got for now. If this hit, oh, you already know what to do. Please subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.